A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Brown 80! Pass. Here we go! Shift!
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
40. Mike, 45. Alert! Middle. Hey, dude, 61, matchbox, white. Watch the ship. Kill. He goes to you. Gun. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Allen eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Let's see what you got. Alert 3. Under 10. 10. 5.
On first down, Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Tannehill. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
10 logo. 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Greystone, travel.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, seam six. Hit it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Bravo.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the curl. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, watch it.
Alert.
Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, Moss. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Zerline's kick is up and through, and the Bills have taken the lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And an alley to run. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL. On 1st down, Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good pickup there at 22. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here? I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done. Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there.
Hey, exit.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And it's 3rd down.
Check.
Round 80.
Check. 45.
On 3rd down, it's Moss. And some room to maneuver. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 50. Check. Hey, Charlie. Half 85.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Moss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, high 7.
Allen from the gun on third down. Able to find Isabella. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
53, Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. All 52. Sunday. Don't be scared. Hey, Haywood.
53's Mike. Check, 53.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Five wide. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, Zoo.
54,
Pilot, 64, weak. 54, get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd and a yard, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
49.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. This is the tight end fan. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Team 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Play it. 45. Mike, 45.
Alert.
Switch. Check your hot read. Check.
80 weapons.
Lucky.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check.
Regular. Middle. Bravo.
45 to Mike. Silver. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. He's checking. Crash. Say.
5 wide. Check Mike 45. We go.
Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Check 99.
Get it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Foxtrot.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Squeeze, double.
We go.
Check 45.
To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Blue draw Corker.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And a give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll try and run for it. And a loose football. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45. Here we go.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight.
Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check right 45. Watch the screen.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Hey, Mike, ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. John.
Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
30 base. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
45's the mic. Let's
Hey, Echo.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, check Mike.
From the gun, it's Allen. This one caught by Isabella. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike, 45.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
45's the mic. It's our house. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, exit.
45's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Out to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, it's Moss. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. On second and 12, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills cut into that lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people